Welcome back to another episode of this Manchester United save. In today's episode, we're going to be starting off with a game against Liverpool, which we're going to play. We're going to play the game against Spurs in the FA Cup, and we're going to sim the game against Southampton, sim the game against Brighton, play Rangers, sim Fulham, and then sim that final Europa League game against FCSB. I want to try and fly through the rest of the season. So I'll be doing one episode per month. So we've probably got another five episodes of this season 1, and then we can finally start buying players then, depending on what our transfer budget is. Our transfer budget will be a percentage, depending on where we finish in the table, of the profits from the previous season. That's why we haven't bought anyone yet. So hopefully we can finish inside the top 4 and get 40% of the profits for the following season as a transfer budget. We've been playing really well recently. Where are we in the table? I think we're 4th at the minute in the Premier League, which we are, with I think Manchester City absolutely flying at the top of the league. Well, not exactly flying, but they're at the top of the league with a game in hand. They'll go 3 points clear of Arsenal if they win that game in hand. Where are we we're out of the Carabao Cup. I think we went out in our first game. What are we? Europa League table. We're sat in 2nd. So we're pretty much guaranteed to go through to the knockout stages, which is great news for us. But hopefully we can keep winning in the league as well, because I definitely want top 4 for next season. West Ham are a point behind us. So we're definitely not comfortable. In the last episode, we got absolutely humiliated by Newcastle. I think they beat us 5-1. If I just go back and check. It was 5-1. We got absolutely humiliated, which is annoying, but it doesn't matter. First game is Liverpool. We're going to go straight into that. Do we need to make any changes? Doesn't look like it. Rashford will get the start. We'll try him again on this left-hand side. We were starting with Anthony on the right and Garnacho on the left because Rashford just wasn't performing for us. So we took him out of the team for a period of time. We'll bring him straight back in now, and hopefully he can get on the score sheet or provide some sort of assist. Let's go into this game against Liverpool.
Centre forward, and how deep will they come out of possession?
Oof, Mainu got absolutely taken out. Get that straight through. For Højlund! Ah, Kanate comes across. Unlucky. So unlucky. Almost our first chance.
And on to Alexander-Arnold. Well, he always has to be.
Never. You're not getting past Luke Shaw like that.
Should we expect to see from him in this game, Stuart?
Well, that's a very impressive return, isn't it? He's been excellent, and it's
Ref! He's got to be off. Is that 2? 2 fouls straight after each other. Was it McAllister that just got booked? It is! His second yellow card within a matter of seconds. What a silly challenge, mate. I know both of the challenges were on Mainu, I think. Just leaving his leg there a little bit longer. And now Liverpool are forced to make some changes as Gakpo's coming on for Diaz, was it? What has that made any difference to the formation? Probably not. Just keep hold of this.
Lisandro Martinez. Here's Luke Shaw. Bruno Fernandes has it.
Garnacho coming in off his wing. Oh, make a run, Højlund. Oh, I was facing the wrong way. Dalot coming in now. Onside. I was trying to cross it in and I've just took him out. But Liverpool are down to 10 men. And it's still 0-0. Oh, Kanate just read me. And coming away with the ball.
And United have it back.
And again, let's get this straight through to Højlund. Oh, and the shot straight to Alisson. A chance again that goes begging. And Liverpool have got that away. We should be winning this. We should be winning.
What a great stop that was. Well, certainly a lot of focus on the boy over the last year or two, and he seems to have a bright future ahead of him. Hopefully it turns out to be a good move, and he can continue to develop.
Go on, Dallo. Dallo, where are you going? Oh! Mo Salah misses an open goal. We're struggling at the minute. We need to get better. We're playing against 10 men. Into Rashford. Back out to Luke Shaw. Get in the box, Højlund. It's... Oh! It was right on him. Alisson read it, though. Is this going to be a 0-0? Liverpool are down to 10 men. We should be leading. We should be leading. Not going to be leading with passes like that, though. Just trying to buy my time here. We've won ourselves a corner in the dying seconds of the game. Can we win it with the last play of the game? I've just realised I've made no substitutions. Awful management. But Bruno's going to be the man to put this in. Ugarte! With the header straight at Alisson. And even though Liverpool were down to 10 men, we still couldn't score. Game ends 0-0. Next up for us is our game against Spurs, where we will be rotating the squad. I'm going to give Onana a rest again, but the last time we did that and we had Bayendir in goal, we conceded 5 to Newcastle. Hopefully that'll be totally different in this game. But we're definitely going to rotate the squad. Give some game time to different players. Malacia is going to come in. Or should we give Amas a bit of... Let's give Amas a run out. We haven't used him yet. It would be nice to use him to see where we're at with him. Dallo can have a break for Mazraoui as well, if I can get over to him. Going to bring in Yoro to partner Martinez. Give Xerxes a run up top as well. And we'll give Rashford another start, and rest Garnacho. And we'll use Ahmad. I think we could do with... Shall I bring Mount on instead of Mainu? Yeah, let's do that. And we'll start Casemiro over Ugarte. I think that might be it. Do we make any other changes? I don't think so. We don't want to rotate it too much, even though we have changed quite a few players. But Bruno's still playing. Rashford's still playing. Martinez is still playing. And then we'll leave them players on the bench. So that's going to be our starting lineup. Let's go into this FA Cup game against Spurs. Maddison. Weaving in and out here. Yoro did win the ball. Oh, and the ball is smashed straight at Bayendir, and he hasn't put a glove on that shot from Son. And we find ourselves losing 1-0 inside 15 minutes. It was a good shot. Bayendir should be saving that. Surely it's at his near post. I think it might be this might be Bayendir's last appearance for this season. Because he's been awful every time we've tried to use him. We're losing 1-0. Werner using his pace. Ball over the top for Son. Just get a deflection on that. And Hamas gets up. Offside. He's not offside. And it's another goal. It's 2-0. Is it going to be another 5-1? We got humiliated by Newcastle. But at the minute, we still haven't scored and we're losing 2-0. Son with the double. I'm not being funny. If Onana was in goal, he wouldn't be saving that either. But our defence is all over the place. And we're losing 2-0.
United recovering possession well.
Oh, I just can't pass. They're there every time. They're making me look silly again. Son for his hat-trick. Bayendir, awful. What an awful goalkeeper. Oh my days. A backup goalkeeper, I think, is needed because he is dreadful and we're losing 3-0. I'm going to make some changes because I am not happy with this team at all. Mount has been awful. He's not a CDM and I'm not playing him there anymore. Mainoo's coming in. Garnacho's coming on. Rashford's been dreadful. So we're going to bring on Anthony. Xerxes, awful. So Højlund's going to come on. Our defence has been awful as well. So Yoro's going to come off for De Ligt. And then if we've got enough subs, which I don't have, I was going to try and bring on Dallo. But it's not happening. They're the substitutions that we're going to be making when the ball next goes out of play. But we're losing 3-0.
Well, we have more coverage from the Premier League coming up for you here on EA TV. As Spurs
Oh, Son is just turning me inside out, and that's his fourth. That's his fourth.
Surely they're home and dry with the win now.
What can I do? What can I do? Spurs have just outclassed us on the day. The team selection has definitely let me down. I've tried to bring in some of the players on the fringes to give them some game time, and they've let me down massively. We're losing 4-0.
Beautifully weighted ball. Can he finish? Crucial defending. And here it comes.
Oh, get your head on it, De Ligt.
Cleared away, but the expense of a corner.
Højlund at the back post has brought a goal back for us. It is by far too little too late. Go and pick the ball up, Højlund. What are you celebrating for? We're losing 4-0 or 4-1 now. But Højlund's definitely the man in form for us so far this season. I should have started him. But we're still losing 4-1.
Timo Werner.
Lovely. Boxed him in there. That was fantastic. Garnacho. On his left. And there's our second. Could the comeback be on? Pick the ball up, Garnacho, please. Pick the ball up. Okay, go and celebrate. But it's the substitutes making the difference at the minute. Should have been starting, which lies with the manager, that fault. I just picked the wrong team, unfortunately. Like I said, trying to give them players on the fringes some game time, and I really wish I didn't bother. It's 4-2.
Spence.
Don't concede another, please. Oh, they've just... Son with his 5th goal of the game. Are you joking?
Well, if we watch this again, it's
Maddison, just absolutely cheeky. I thought he was going to go for the shot. Even if he did shoot, he would have scored anyway. Because he's awful. And we're losing 5-2. There will be no comeback. We're into the 90th minute, and that was an awful pass from Garnacho. That is totally my fault. Son, don't let him get another. We will bring him down. Don't go for goal.
And the defense tidies up nicely.
And that...
Could be a chance to break here.
Go on then. Bruno, run. Oh, the ball over the top was meant to be for Højlund. Doesn't matter because Anthony's got it. And Undogi is just too quick. I have shortlisted Undogi as a potential left-back signing for us. Maybe.
Well, they just looked in cruise control throughout. They dominated the game in all areas.
Because I think
They're the team we wouldn't want to face in the
Luke
next
Shaw
round.
is just very injury prone, so I'm going to need a replacement for Luke Shaw, and Malacia just isn't quite good enough at the moment, so I could do with a better left back coming in. So Undogi, a potential signing, who knows? But this game ends 5-2 and we are out of the FA Cup. Next up for us is our game against Southampton, which we are going to sim. We are still currently sat in 4th place, 2 points ahead of West Ham, which is good. Southampton will be near the bottom somewhere, 13th. So not too bad, but this should be an easy win for us as we're going to quick sim this. Do we need to make any changes? I will make changes because my centre-backs could definitely do with a rest. So we're going to start Maguire and Lindelof by the looks of it. No, we'll just bring in Maguire. We'll leave the rest of it as it is. Let's just go in with a quick sim and hopefully come away with something. A draw. So a point we come away with goals from Garnacho and Højlund as we draw 2-2. Next up for us is our game against Brighton, which again we are going to sim. I'm not going to change anything. That's going to be our starting lineup. We've gone in with a quick sim and a 3-0 win. How are we drawing against Southampton? And then beating Brighton 3-0. Goals from Luke Shaw, Garnacho and Dalot. Next up for us is our game against Rangers, which we are going to play. I think this will be the final game of this episode that we play, but we have got 1 or 2 games left to sim after this game. But let's go into it. I don't think I should make any changes. I was going to drop Rashford. I'll leave him in again. Mazraoui's going to drop to the reserves with Malacia coming onto the bench. No other changes to be made, I don't think. De Ligt, actually, is going to go onto the bench. I'm going to give Yoro another chance to try and redeem himself after that thrashing that we had against Tottenham. But that's going to be our starting lineup. Let's go into this game against Rangers.
Yeah, get a draw today and they're through. But they have to get their tactics absolutely right. They don't want to sit too deep.
Let's get it. Rashford's in acres of space over here. I think Højlund was just offside, was he? No! He's onside! And he shoots! And Højlund has put us in the lead against Rangers. We only needed a point to get through to the knockout stages. But Højlund may have just got us all 3 points as we're winning 1-0 inside 15 minutes. Rasmus Højlund! I thought he was just offside. But luckily, he stayed on. And of course, he's managed to find the back of the net. And we're winning 1-0. Mainu. Oh, Luke Shaw, come on, man. Don't give away a penalty. What? That is not a penalty, ref. Come on, man. What's the game doing to me? Was that a penalty? I mean, he's gone over.
An opportunity to level matters. And in it goes, as coolly as
that was not a penalty. I can't believe he's given that as a penalty.
Danilo.
Great work from Mainu. I'm going to lay this off for Bruno Fernandes. With Garnacho coming in to make it 2-1 after that awful penalty decision. We've put things right to put us back in the lead. Garnacho. Højlund with the assist. Oh no, it's not Højlund with the assist actually, because Bruno's shot was saved. But luckily, Garnacho was running in, and Butland can't get back in time, and we are now winning 2-1. I should probably make some changes, which I am going to do because players are dying by the looks of it. Malacia is going to come on for Luke Shaw. Casemiro's come on for Mainu. Xerxes can come on up top for Højlund. Anthony's going to come on for Rashford. And I think that'll be it. But we're winning 2-1.
A big moment. Anthony.
Can we get another goal here? We're going to try, but Xerxes, oh, can't get the pass away. And now Bruno can't regain possession, and it looks like we will be winning and going through to the knockout stages of the Europa League after we've beaten Rangers 2-1. And we have 2 games remaining in this episode, which we are going to sim both of them. Our first one is up against Fulham in the league, where I do need to make changes by the looks of that, as Mainu could do with a bit of a rest. So Casemiro's going to come in. Luke Shaw's going to sit this one out, with Mazraoui coming in. And we'll swap him with Dalot. That's going to be our starting lineup. We're going to change the bench up a little bit as well, with Maguire coming on and Amas. Do I get a centre mid on? Collier can come on the bench instead of Mainu. That's going to be our starting lineup. We're going straight in with a quick sim and a 2-2 draw. We're winning 2-1 and Sessegnon scoring the goal. Sessegnon scoring the goal to bring Fulham level and earn themselves a point. Garnacho with our first goal and Mount getting our second goal as it ends 2-2. And in the final game of this episode, we've already qualified for the knockout stages of the Europa League. We are sat at the top of the league on 19 points, with Athletic Bilbao in second, Galatasaray in third, Roma in fourth. Who else should really do? Spurs down in 8th. Ajax in 10th. Rangers down in 17th. They're not doing well at all. Real Sociedad 27th. They've had a bad campaign as well. But that is the table going into the final game of the group stages. Or the league stage of the Europa League. And like I said, we're going to quick sim it. I'm not going to make any changes. Just go straight in with a quick sim. And it's got to be a 3-1 win. I was going to say it's got to be a win. Rashford getting the first goal, with De Ligt getting the second, and Bruno Fernandes getting the third, as we stay top of the Europa League as we win 3-1. But this is the end of this episode now. We started off with a 0-0 draw, I think it was, against Liverpool, even though they went down to 10 men. With McAllister getting sent off. We then played the FA Cup game against Spurs and lost 5-2, which was an awful result. We simmed the game against Southampton, drew 2-2. We simmed the game against Brighton and won 3-0. We played the game against Rangers and won 2-1. We only needed a point to confirm to go through to the knockout stages of the Europa League, but we managed to come away with all 3 as we beat Rangers 2-1. We simmed the game against Fulham, drew 2-2, and we've just simmed the final game of the Europa League and won 3-1. In the next episode, we will be playing Crystal Palace, Spurs and Everton, and then we'll end the episode by simming Ipswich. Can we get revenge on Tottenham in the league? I hope so. If you've enjoyed this episode, please remember to hit that like button. If you are new around here, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next episode.